Oh man, you guys did an amazing job and really, really embodied these characters. I watched the documentary and I felt like I was watching their story. How hard was it for you guys to sort of craft these voices and sort of craft the mannerisms of these people?
I can't thank Nancy Bursky's documentary enough. I mean, it was amazing. The footage that we had of these two was invaluable, really, because they just informed, for me, like, how sort of we entered this conversation with these two people. It just bears witness to their sort of love, you know. It's very palpable how they felt about one another and how kind of unique and awesome and special their relationship was, but also how kind of normal and quotidian it was as well. And that was sort of my Bible for playing Mildred.
There was something about the whole spirit of being in Virginia, in the towns and the places and the streets and the jailhouse, and that did something as well. And never before in terms of, you know, character portrayal and, you know, in terms of hair and posture and voice and all that stuff, yeah. But there's something you have to do as well when you're talking about a story like this, which is so important, the connection between the two people.
How did you discover the story of Loving?
The producers of the documentary and then the producers of the film came to me and they showed me a trailer from the documentary. And I'd never heard of the Loving story before, and that made me angry. I considered myself somewhat up to speed on the history of the civil rights movement, and I didn't know this case. And I thought that was shameful. When I started to look at the documentary and look at the archival footage, I saw these two beautiful people at the center of it, and that's when it had me.
What was the most interesting part for you transforming into Mildred?
Can you imagine the daily grind of having to deal with this, the daily humiliation of this? Being in prison for 5 days, heavily pregnant when she's a young woman, having men, policemen, come into your bedroom, and knowing that the men around you are being, as you said, emasculated in this impotency. And yet she finds the joy because she knows that she's sort of the translator for her kids and Richard. She's the person who has to sort of be she's the source of strength.